them tears gon' come and go. Baby, you just gotta make up your mind that every little thing's gonna be alright. Baby, don't you know all of them tears gon' come and go. Baby, you just gotta make up your mind. We decided we're gonna be alright.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video was very unexpected because I don't know, like I feel like the last video that I made about me crashing out over a guy, I think it was kind of successful. A lot of my friends liked it. And I have another story time, and it's coinciding with my finals for the summer, which the last video was also over the summer, like not over the summer, over finals week. But this time it's much worse. I have an abnormal class in psychology. He's very strict. Professor, if you're seeing this, just know that I've been stressed in your class since the start of the semester. I feel like if you're watching this, I feel like you're under my bed and I'm scared. I'm frightened. My heart's beating right now. Like, I feel like there's always something to do. I feel like if I move wrong, you're gonna dox points. It's just very scary out here. I already did your evaluation and I was honest on it. I said, baby, you need to give me a study guide or something because I'm teaching myself everything in this class and I'm stressed. Look, I look good though. Look, I look good. Okay, anyways. This story time is gonna coincide with the last Mercury retrograde because we're currently in Mercury retrograde right now as we speak. So yeah, the last one was in Pisces, I think. This one is in Cancer. And I knew a situationship was gonna appear. The one that appeared, well, actually more than one appeared. But the one that appeared, I was not expecting. But the saga continued. I think that relationship is like done. It's over. In the last Mercury retrograde, which was like around February, April, I don't know. I think this happened. This either happened before the Scorpio I was talking about in the last video. But anyways, way back when, I don't even remember. It could have been February, it could have been in April. It was around that time period. I downloaded Scruff. You know, if you don't know what Scruff is, it's basically like Grindr, but like more daddies are on there. And this guy that lives near me, I've always thought he was kind of, but I don't have the best track in men. Like if I think you're hot, you might be chopped. You might be chopped. But anyways, he was 6'1". He is a Cancer. He was very secretive about his birthday or zodiac sign, but he did message me. And I don't know, I was just, something about me is I'm always asking about zodiac signs and your height if I'm interested in you. And in his profile, he said he was 34. So I didn't think he was that old. We're gonna get back to that as I progress with this story. So we were texting. He got my phone number back then, and we ended on a very bad note. I just don't remember what I said, but I think I said the last thing. I think I said a lot of very, very crazy things. I think he sent me an inappropriate photo and I brought it up and I was like, I think it's because he had me fed the fuck up. But anyways, I was just like, that's why you know what is crooked. But anyways, we ended on a bad note. I honestly moved on. It was like, I was like, I'm a new person. And then I think the thing with the Scorpio happened after that. I'm not really sure. It's just all jumbled up in my mind. I just know it was all before May. And then this Mercury retrograde was going kind of okay. Like the first 2 weeks, I think we're on the third week or like almost the third week, because Mercury retrograde ends a week from today, from me making this video. So I think today's the 14th or the 15th, I don't know. And then so yeah, he basically, I re-downloaded Scruff, made a new account, and I got a message from him and he was just like, hi. And I did not respond because I was like, why do you, this is literally Mercury retrograde trying to test me. I'm not gonna fall for it. He messaged me a second time. I'm still not gonna respond. He messaged me a third time, and I was like, okay, what's going on? Then I still didn't respond on Scruff, and then he messaged me twice on my phone number, and mind you, I thought he blocked me because I was sending him a lot of messages because, you know, I was like kind of crazy. I don't know, I got like possessed or something. And he apologized. I was like, oh, he's never done this before. Like, guys, maybe he's changed. Guys, maybe he's changed. Maybe he's the one. Maybe we just started off on the wrong foot. And then he was just like, he apologized and said he wanted to date me or whatever. And I ate that shit I ate that shit up. Oh my god, I ate it so hard. I ate that up so hard. I literally responded. Yes, my card is made out of glass. I don't know, it's very, very easily broken. I wouldn't say I don't have a spine, but I would say that if you apologize, your chances to talk to me go up more higher. So I responded, and I just messaged him, and I was just like, I think we ended up on the wrong foot. So I'm hesitant to like even continue this because babes, we didn't end up on a good terms. And I just didn't think he was gonna respond. He was like, I know, like, we both said horrible things and blah blah blah. He was like, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna talk about this. So I was like, one thing you need to know about him, the last time we were talking, he did not want to call, he did not want to FaceTime, he didn't want to do all this stuff. So I was just confused. So he called me and I was in the middle of like probably taking a dookie, and I was just like, hello, this is me, this is I, like, what's going on? And he was just like apologizing. But this is when I knew he was fucking full of shit, because he was blaming everything that he said on like antidepressants. And I'm like, just sitting there, I'm like, okay, I know that antidepressants might like have side effects, but, and I even told him, I was like, I wouldn't blame everything on the antidepressants because that stuff is in you, like that stuff is in you. But you know what, you apologized. And then I apologized too, so I was like, I did say some mean things. He's like, I hope you didn't mean the stuff you said. And in my mind, I'm like, the last video, I was like, I'm kind of toxic. So I was just like, wait, round two. And then he accepted my apology and stuff. And then that first day, oh my god, the high I was on the first day after he called me and apologized. Y'all would have thought I could fly. Like, I was so high off the endorphins, whatever that was, the dopamine hit. I don't know what it was, but I was just like geeked the fuck up. I was just like, and he has a house, and he's like very like masked. Even though I'm not masked for mask, I still find that attractive. So I'm just saying, like, it don't matter if you're mask or femme or whatever, like, but I do find mask attractive, unfortunately. But it's not like my preference. But I was just like, oh my god, he's like a man. He has like a car and stuff, and he's fixing his house, and he's sweaty. He has a receding hairline, and he has a patchy beard. But I didn't say that because I'm like, you know what? When you're in love, you're in love. I wasn't in love. I'm just saying. The first day, his text got a little dry, and I was just like, I'm confused because I thought you were obsessed with me, and I thought you were literally falling in love with me, and I thought we were gonna get married, and I don't know. I was like on cloud 9 the day before, so I'm just confused. I was just like, with the calculation, carrying the one. I was just like, but yesterday in the phone call, you were basically saying you're gonna take me on a date, and you. He also said in the phone call, like, I could call him whenever, we can FaceTime. And then this time, the next day, the texts are getting sporadic, and then as the week went on. And one thing you gotta know about me is if your actions don't match your words, I will start tweaking the fuck out. Like, I start tweaking the fuck out, because one thing about me is my words, whatever I say, matches what I'm gonna do. So I brought it up one time. He didn't say nothing. And also, oh my god, I was also, I think this was Sunday. So on Sunday, I was like joking, like, are we gonna call on the phone? And then he answered the phone. He was like, oh, I answered the phone because someone was begging me to call. And I was just like, you think you're you think you're bigger than the program. I didn't say this. I was like, you know what? He's joking. We're joking right now. We're joking. This is not like, I'm not serious. If you're not serious, I'm not serious. If you're cool, I'm cool. If you text me, I text you, we're cool. There's no gaps in the text, we're cool, everything's cool. If you tell me if you're gonna leave, if you tell me, I'm gonna be fine. If there's communication and it's consistent, I will be fine. After that call, I felt like maybe something was off because in the phone call, he wasn't asking me about anything about me. And I was the one asking him about stuff. And this is a common theme through text. I was asking him about stuff. I think his B-day was July 12th. So obviously he's a Cancer. And I think, or was it Sunday? I don't know. It was whenever the 12th was. That's when his birthday was. And the day before I asked him, he was like, it's actually tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, my dog's birthday is the same day. So I already knew his dog's birthday, his like personal stuff. And then I asked him about like if he's gonna celebrate his birthday, and he says he's not really gonna do anything. That should have been my second red flag, because I was like, a man who does not celebrate his own birthday, what makes he's gonna celebrate your birthday? But you know, I was like, you know what? I'm jumping too soon. Like, I'm getting too attached. I'm getting too crazy. And I did ask him about what dessert he likes, and he ignored me. And it was like several hours later, and he still didn't answer what his favorite flavor of cake was, which is just a harmless question. And he never answered. So I was like, you know what? He's not really serious about me. So I just sent him a text. I was like, you don't like me, so I gotta go because I'm gonna start getting attached. And he was like, no, blah, 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 excuse. And I ate it up. The next day. So oh my God, this whole thing happened in a span of not even a week. And then the next day, the same thing happened. Like, I ate it up. And then the next day, I thought we were gonna like text continuously. And he was like, I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Sent the next text. I was like, I need a dip. And then he apologized. And then I ate it up. And then this was just like our constant cycle for the next 3 days, and I was not liking it. I was not liking it one bit. And jump to today. This is where it finally ended. I ended it, but like, he sent this dumbass text that I could not help myself from responding to. But I remember when he was like, he wanted to take me on a date and blah, blah, blah. He kept bringing that up. He was like, I want to take you out on a date and blah, blah, blah. But then he switched up and he was like, actually, I want to hang out. And then I called him out. I was like, hang out? Like, I thought we were going on a date. Like, why are we going backtracking to hang out? And he was like, I don't know what he said. And I remember yesterday, I was like, another thing he didn't do on the call on Saturday, I was like, maybe the first step is we could follow each other on Instagram, baby steps. And I followed his account. It was just left on pending, and he never like accepted it. And 2 days go by, and I'm like, so I took that pending back. And then I did mention, I was like, it sounds like you don't even want to follow me. And then it wasn't even like an argument, but then he like followed me. He just made a comment that he had like 40 pending people. So now you think you're the program. I feel like he kept trying to be the program, and he kept trying to be the one to be chased. And in the back of my mind, something that I did, which was kind of crazy, I did Google him, and like, his address came up, even though he already sent me his address before, like one of the first texts. So like, that's how I knew it was him, because his address popped up when you search his name. And something that stood out to me is he was not 30. He was not 34. He turned 38, which that's not like the biggest jump, but I'm like, what else are you hiding? Like, this is shady as fuck. But I didn't bring that up. I still didn't bring that up to him. I should have said that oh my God, I should have came for his age. I should have been like, at least I'm not lying about. First of all, he said, I remember he made a comment. He was like, I'm 38, even though I don't look 38, I look younger or something. I'm like, baby, actually, you look 38 years ago. I should have said that. Oh my God. I'm mentally beating myself up. Like, I should have said, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I said at the end. Jump to today. We weren't really texting that much. And this time I was really serious. I was like, I need to put my boundary down that I need to leave this situation because he's not like chasing me. He's not even interested in me. And I did send him like a 3, 4, 5 paragraph text that he probably didn't read. Even though when I sent it, he was just like, I don't know the first thing he said, but the second thing he said was like, I guess I'll cancel the reservation for our date. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. That pissed me off because I know you fucking lying. Because why would you bring that up right when I was saying that I was leaving? Mind you, if you were gonna plan a day, we should have been talking about it the whole day. So I knew he was fucking full of shit. Oh, I just remember he was like, I was outside working. Yeah, you're probably working on somebody's body. Anyways, so then that pissed me off, and I forgot what I said. I crashed out. I was like, now you wanting to be chased or something. And then I was just so mad. And then something that made me even more mad, he was like, it seems like you're the one trying to be chased. That pissed me the fuck off because first of all, you're 38. Yes, of course I should be the one being chased. What planet are you on, Mr. Cancer Man? Like, but I didn't say nothing because I was trying to keep it civil. I was crashing out though. I was just texting him a bunch of stuff like, can you just tell me you don't like me because it's giving you don't like me. I just want to hear you say you don't like me. For once, match what your actions are saying while you're telling me. And he would not relent. He would not say anything. And then he finally was like, I don't like you anymore, how you're texting me. And then I remember I sent him a text. I was like, I hate you. Which, in retrospect, that was a little childish. But in my mind, I was just like, you're pissing me off. I hate you. Leave me alone. Like, no, and then something else that pissed me off when I sent that paragraph, he unfollowed me on Instagram with a quickness. I was like, at your big ass age of 38, you're literally keeping tabs on like your followers. Oh, I know he has hoes. I just know he has hoes. He even told me, he told me that he does not have hoes and I'm the only one he's talking to. And I'm just like, is the sky red? Is the sky red and is the grass, what did Olivia Rodrigo said? The grass is green, the sky is red or something and you meant all the words you said. That girl is really your friend. Anyways, and then he was like, I don't know why you're talking to me like that. We're not even in a relationship. Which, true, but also, in my mind, you came back to my life from the past. And in the phone call, it sounded like you were intentionally trying to date me. So in my mind, I was like, we're going to be dating exclusively. Obviously, that didn't go as planned. And then he sent a text. He was like, I forgot what he said. He was something about like, you're good, dude. I hope you get the help. I really hope you get the help you need. First of all, you really are true. I really do need help. Honestly, I need conversion therapy. That's the only thing that will help me not ever talk to a man ever again at this point. Give me electroshock therapy. Give me, what is that thing that people get in their eye? Give me that and like stab that needle in my fucking brain. I'm sick of it. Obviously, I didn't say that. I was just like, and I really hope you get minoxidil for that patchy beard and that receding hairline. And then that was my last text to him. Which, honestly, if I would have taken the high road, it would have ended. I would have never responded to him. And this YouTube video probably would have never happened. But it would have ended on my message where I sent them 5 paragraphs. And in the 5 paragraphs, they weren't even dragging him. And I remember when he responded to my paragraph, he was like, you were saying horrible things to me and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, gotcha, fucking lying ass bitch. I knew you didn't read my fucking paragraph because I was wishing him well on finding a new job because he got fired. I was wishing him well to finish his house because like obviously at this point I wasn't like heated, but then his response was what made me heated. And then yeah, also just to put that out there, that made me really uncomfortable. Hopefully this doesn't identify him, but he literally was telling me, he was like, I remind him of a little brother type, and he wanted to role play big brother and little brother with me. I'm about to throw up, but that. And I remember I ate him up. I was like, I'm not comfortable with this. He was like, it's fine. And I'm just like, just say you don't like me. Why would you say that? And he kept calling me stud and bro and dude. That should have been one of my first red flags. But I'm just like, why is he so adamant on calling me this? But anyways, yeah, that's basically the story time of the cancer. He's hella odd. I have not had a good experience with any of the fucking cancers. But I don't know. I'm just tired of men. I have like other story times of men, but this was like the most prominent one. If you see this, you're fucking weird. You are right. I do need help, but I don't know. And what's another thing? I think I already talked about this. How I also kept saying like he wants to be chased. I was like, you want to be chased so bad and blah blah blah. And then he turned it around. He was like, it seems like you're the one who wants to be chased. I'm like, baby, that's the whole point. That's why I'm bringing it up, because you're putting me in this position of being the chaser. That's never going to be me, especially for a 38-year-old grown-ass cancer man that just got unemployed. And he's like, right now he was, oh my God, he's so embarrassing. He was like, I love Six Flags, and I finally got the courage to like go up to people and talk to him at Six Flags, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to say too much, because it just didn't work out, and he pissed me off, and I should have said a lot more meaner things, but I didn't. So I guess that's the real growth. And I really hope Mercury retrograde ends soon, because I will probably catch another body in my wrath. Before I end, I was upset, but then I realized like I felt like more rejuvenated and hotter and skinnier. So I was like, my energy is literally returning back to me. Like that 38-year-old man was taking it away from me, like that old decrepit man. And now I'm like hot. Like I feel hotter now. And then I just realized it's not that deep. And he's probably going to come back the next Mercury retrograde, but I'll keep you updated. This time, though, please wish me luck that I do not respond to that man ever again. Because he thought he was the program. He thought he was bigger than the program. Mind you, I am the program. Anyways, hope y'all have a great day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.